Hello everyone, I am Amit Maru and today in this video we will discuss one of the most important topic of cloud computing, that is virtualization. So in this video we will discuss in depth about virtualization. So let's start. First of all, let us have outline of our today's video. In this video, first we will discuss about what is virtualization. I will give brief idea about what is virtualization with one example. Then we'll discuss about hypervisor. Hypervisor itself has a two type. One is Type-1 hypervisor and second one is Type-2 hypervisor. This both the type of hypervisor we will discuss with one example in this video. So let's first discuss about what is virtualization. Virtualization is very easy concept, but many times I found that many students are not able to understand the concept of virtualization. So I made this video very easy so that everybody can easily understand the concept of virtualization. So let us discuss what is virtualization. Before understanding the virtualization, let us first discuss about our simple computer or server. So when we think about the server, then as per the architecture of the server, we have a different layers. The first layer of our server is hardware. This is a first layer of the any server or computer. So it is nothing but the hardware, and hardware has a set of hardware devices. For example, processors. For example, memories like RAM, ROM, etc. and networking devices. So this is the first layer of our server, that is hardware. On top of the hardware, we have operating system to manage this all the hardwares. On the top of this operating system, now we can install number of applications, and we can install multiple application on same operating system. So this is the simple architecture. The first layer is hardware. On the hardware, or can say on top of hardware, we have operating system, and on the top of operating system we have application, and we can install here multiple applications. Now the question here is what to do if suppose some applications are not supported by the operating system. Suppose we are using Windows 7 as an operating system and we are trying to install one application, but this application is not supported by the Windows 7. So now what to do? What we need to do so that we can install this application? Now the answer is we have to install multiple operating system on same hardware. This operating system Windows 7 is not supported, so that we have to install another operating system on same hardware. But how it is possible? It is possible by using virtualization. So virtualization is the basic concept where we can install number of, or we can say multiple operating system on same hardware. This is the need of the virtualization. Now when we think about the cloud computing, then in a cloud computing, one cloud providers are there and number of clients are there. The cloud provider basically provides number of services to the clients. Now here number of clients are there, and every clients required number of services from the cloud. And suppose the cloud provider has one physical instance, or we can say one physical server, then how cloud provider can provide number of services to multiple users? And it is possible because of virtualization, and this is the need of virtualization in our cloud computing, and so that virtualization is very popular nowadays in cloud computing. So this is basic idea about what is virtualization and what is need of the virtualization. So let us discuss in detail what is exactly the virtualization is and how we can install multiple operating system on same hardware. So first of all, let us discuss definition of the virtualization. As per the definition, virtualization in cloud computing is making a virtual platform of server, operating system and storage devices. This will help the user to providing multiple machines at the same time. It also allows sharing a single physical instance of resources or an application to multiple users. So to understand this virtualization, let us understand the architecture of virtualization. We already discussed architecture of our simple server. Let us discuss architecture of virtualization. As per the architecture of the virtualization, Our first layer is hardware. So as we already discussed, the first layer of hardware, and hardware includes number of hardware devices like processing unit, memories, RAM and ROM, and networking devices. So the first layer is hardware. On this layer we have operating system. So operating system basically used to manage this all the hardware devices. On this operating system we have hypervisor. See, this is the very much important to understand hypervisor. This hypervisor basically used in our virtualization. This hypervisor is very much important concept in our virtualization. So what is hypervisor? Hypervisor is a software that creates and runs virtual machine. So suppose we have one operating system. This is the operating system which is a host operating system, and this is our physical server. On that we have installed host operating system, and suppose this operating system is Windows 7. But if you want to install Windows 10, then your hypervisor will allow you to install Windows 10. So now you can install Windows 10 or any other operating system. A hypervisor allows one host computer to support multiple guest virtual machines by virtually sharing its resources such as memory and processing unit. So now you can install multiple operating system on hypervisor. So for example, this operating system or basic operating system, or we can say the host operating system, is Windows 7. Now if you want to install, for example, Windows 10, you can install Windows 10 and your hypervisor will allow you to install Windows 10. And on this Windows 10 you can install number of application. And this set, that is operating system and application, looks like separate physical server. But actually it is not the separate physical server, it is a virtual machine. And this operating system is not the host operating system, but it is our guest operating system. Actual operating system is Windows 7 and this is the host operating system, but another operating system we have installed to run this application. So this operating system is known as guest operating system. Same way, you can install another operating system and on that you can run number of applications. It is also known as virtual machine 2. So this is virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2. Same way you can install another operating system, on that you can run another applications, and this is virtual machine 3, virtual machine 4, virtual machine 5, like that. You can install number of operating system and on that you can run number of applications. These all are known as virtual machine. Actually it looks like a physical server and is a separate physical server, but actually it is not the separate physical server. These all are the virtual machines. One thing you need to note down here, this all the virtual machine works independently. If we remove this virtual machine, then there is no any effect on this virtual machine. So these all are independently work. And this is possible because of hypervisor software. So this is the basic concept. Using that you can install multiple operating system and on that you can run number of applications. So this is our virtualization. This concept is known as virtualization and it is achieved because of hypervisor software. Now when we go in depth about the hypervisor, then hypervisor has a basically two types. One is Type-1 hypervisor and second one is Type-2 hypervisor. So now let us discuss both the hypervisor in detail. First we will discuss a Type-1 hypervisor. As per the Type-1 hypervisor, this kind of hypervisor operates directly on the host hardware to monitor hardware and guest virtual machine. Usually they do not require the installation of software ahead of time. Instead, you can install right onto the hardware. It means that, as we discussed previously, we have to install operating system in between hardware and hypervisor. But as per the Type-1 hypervisor, we are not installing operating system on the hardware. Instead of that, we have to install Type-1 hypervisor directly on the hardware. So once we see the architecture, then you can easily understand. Suppose this is the hardware. On that you have to directly install hypervisor. Previously we said that we have to install operating system in between this hypervisor and hardware, but in Type-1 hypervisor there is no operating system in between hypervisor and hardware. You have to install hypervisor directly on the hardware. Now, using this hypervisor, as we discussed, we can install multiple operating system, and on this multiple operating system you can run multiple applications. So this is the virtual machine 1, this is virtual machine 2, virtual machine 3. Like that you can install number of operating system, and on that you can run number of application, and all this operating system with application is known as one virtual machine. So this is the type 1 hypervisor. Now another thing is, this kind of hypervisor is very powerful hypervisor and requires a deal of expertise to function it well. It is more complex and have a certain hardware requirements to run adequately, and because of that it is mostly used by IT operations and data center computing. So for example, Xen, Oracle VM Server, for the Sparse, Microsoft Hypervisor 5, these all are the example of type 1 hypervisor. Now let us discuss type 2 hypervisor. In a type 2 hypervisor, it is also called a hosted hypervisor because it is usually installed onto an existing operating system. As we discussed, there is no operating system in between hardware and hypervisor in our type 1 hypervisor, but in type 2 hypervisor there is an operating system in between hypervisor and hardware. So this is our layer of hardware. On that we have to install operating system, on that we have to install hypervisor, and hypervisor allows multiple operating system and application to run, and these all are known as virtual machines. So this is virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2, virtual machine 3, 4, 5, like that. So what is difference between hypervisor 1 and 2? Hypervisor 1 has no operating system in between hypervisor and the hardware. In hypervisor 2 there is operating system in between hypervisor and hardware. So type 2 hypervisor, they are not much capable to run more complex virtual tasks. This kind of hypervisor is not capable to run more complex virtual tasks. If you want to run more complex task, at that time we have to use hypervisor 1. It is used for basic development, testing and emulation. If there is any security fault found inside the host operating system, it can potentially compromise all of virtual machines running. That's why type 2 hypervisor cannot be used for data center. As we discussed, type 1 hypervisor basically used for the data center because it is a powerful hypervisor, but this type 2 hypervisor cannot be used for the data center. They are designed for the end user system where security is lesser concern. Now the example of type 2 hypervisor is VirtualBox, VMware Workstation, Fusion, etc. These all are known as type 2 hypervisor. So this is all about what is hypervisor is and what is virtualization is. I hope it will be useful to understand what is virtualization. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you again.